Let's give it the bam, bam, bam. Welcome, everybody, to the Sausage Boys podcast. This is your host, the South Coast poster child, a.k.a. the mannequin from Newtown. I go by the name of Jackson Grant. Hello, everybody. And that right there on the ones and twos, that's a man you know and love. He goes by the Terry Crews of Sydney, a.k.a. the Steamroller. Kieran Diallo. How the hell are you doing, my dude? Nice. I got something great that I've been holding out.
You got some stangers for us.
Yeah, I got a big stanger.
Stangers are stories, by the way.
Yeah.
In Australia, everyone knows that.
Everyone calls them stangers.
Everyone calls them stangers.
Yeah.
So you got a stanger.
Yeah. So for anyone that was paying close attention when we had Schmitty on last week, so we're going to Sumo together. We're going to see some. Oh my
gosh, yes.
We're going to see the Sumo.
You're going to see those big boys.
Yeah. So we didn't.
Big fellas get in their G-strings.
Yeah. So we really didn't know like what we were kind of getting in for or whatever. I don't think I've ever been to a live fighting event.
Really?
Only really small things, not at like a convention center or anything like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So essentially, we're coming in there and we're both really excited. I have a weed edible.
Nice. You
I'm
did
like,
warn me about that as well.
Oh, did I?
I think you did. You were like, hey, I'm being cool tonight.
Oh,
I've got an
true.
edible. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, that'll be hilarious.
Yeah, nice.
And
See
you
some
never know
Sumos.
how strong they're going to be either.
Yeah.
So I kind of like have it.
Crazy event for it as well. To see just like absurd looking people doing like an absurd act.
Yeah.
It's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, so we get in there and like we're in line and everything. Get some snacks and it's kicking in. I'm feeling the munchies, blah 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 blah, getting a bit giggly. Schmitty's just bantering like while we're in line. That's cracking me up.
Yeah.
We get in there and essentially like, you know how theater, like it's like raised seating, like it goes up, like there are levels kind of the seating. So we're like on the level up. The ground is just concrete with some tables on it.
Right.
With a ring in the middle.
Dang.
And there's 4 sumo wrestlers.
Big boys.
Massive boys.
Japanese? All Japanese?
2 of them are Japanese.
2 Japs? You can't say that, can you?
Nah, Schmitty said
Can we
it.
say that?
Yeah.
I'm literally...
We're learning about the culture. We're
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
learn about the culture.
learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was 2 of them were standing on the stage, then the next one came up and stood on the stage with the MC, and I'm like, the house lights are on.
Yes.
So you can see everything. I can see everyone sitting behind me. I can see everyone sitting down on the floor.
It's crazy. Big turnout when you walk in.
Mid. The show was starting and people were still walking, and we just walked in like, what's going on? The lights are on.
Yeah.
It's weird from the jump.
It's just going on and it's half-packed.
Yeah, so they've got 2 of the wrestlers on the stage with the MC. The MC introduces the next one, he hops on. Next one, he hops on. And then it's like a really slow kind of start. The MC's like talking, and I'm like catching a weird vibe from the MC.
Is he Japanese?
No, he's American. He's like Jordan Peterson. He looked exactly like Jordan Peterson.
You're done in like the whole proper suit.
Yeah, he was wearing like a blazer and a t-shirt and some blue jeans.
Yeah.
And socks.
Right.
And
Shoes?
no, because you can't wear shoes in the ring.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's him and these 4 men who weigh like 200 plus kilos each.
Were they looking like out of this world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were, yeah. And it began and he's like, all right, they're all going to sit down. The wrestlers all sit down near the ring. Yeah. They're just sitting there the whole time. So you're just watching these athletes. Yeah. It'd be like going to a comedy show and on the side of the stage, you hear the lineup of who's about to perform, and like Tom Segura's just sitting there at the side of the stage.
Oh, true. Yeah, so you're literally seeing him
for half an hour before he's meant to get up.
Yes.
You know, so we're like looking down on this happening, and they're like, all right, before we get into it, we're going to do a Q&A. So,
because I guess it's like an exhibition where they're like bringing this thing round. This isn't like a proper... It's
Fine.
like, hey, these are some sumos. They're going to go at it. You're going to watch them.
But we didn't know that. We thought there was going to be like... So then he's like running around in his socks over to tables and holding the microphone out and asking questions. And then he gets them up there and he's like, all right, we're going to explain it. And they're doing like really slow moves. I'm sensing like a weird kind of racist energy in the crowd.
What, towards the knees?
Everyone is like chuckling at like if the host says something in Japanese, everyone's kind of like,
Oh, so this American dude, this Yankee can speak perfect Japanese.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
he does like the voice. He's like,
yeah. Yeah,
I'm literally making stuff up.
Yeah, that was pretty good though.
But he's doing it like that.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Okay,
you know. So there's this like weirdly like racist kind of undercurrent happening.
So good, yeah.
But the question's finished. It's time for the first fight.
And it's like, how much do they weigh? Okay, well, I'll have to speak to him in Japanese. How much do you weigh? How much? He's like, I weigh around
apparently he weighs a rot.
He weighs 200 kilograms.
Yeah. The biggest guy was 260. yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
that is a rot.
The question.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah,
I don't even care anymore. I literally don't. It's just funny.
It's a Japanese event.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was being racist.
Yeah.
This is what he said.
Yeah.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so that finishes, and then they get up there to like demonstrate the fighting. They do that. Get to the end of that. That goes on forever as well. Finally gets down to the fight time. You get two of these guys up there. Whoa. And then they're fighting. They're like grabbing each other, which is a bit of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fights last for less than a minute.
Dang, they're big boys. They can't really go too
Probably
long.
like 40 seconds.
Dang.
And then one of them loses and everyone applauds. And then it goes back to the MC, Jordan Peterson.
Yes.
And he tells them to sit down.
In Japanese.
Yeah, he tells them to...
you take a seat.
And then he goes, all right, that was the first fight down. Now we're going to go for some audience questions.
Again.
Yes.
What are some of the questions that they're asking?
Well, this is... So then there was questions, and there was another fight, another round of fight.
Yeah.
Back to questions. And again, every fight lasts for 45 seconds. And in between is a 10-minute question break. People are asking the fighters questions.
Yeah.
And the MC is answering them himself. Jordan Peterson is answering them. And he's literally on the stage, and then he's like running over in his socks and like asking them the question.
Yeah.
And then running back to stage and doing a Spider-Man squat on the corner of the stage. It's so unbecoming. It's crazy.
I hate this guy, and I
no. It was like I was like it was so obviously bad that it was good from the jump.
Okay.
It didn't take me long to realize what my level of enjoyment, where I'm going to be drawing enjoyment from.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, then he's like answering the questions, blah blah. Goes over to a lady, because you know how I said there's this weird racist kind of undercurrent.
Yes.
It's palpable.
Yeah. Audience as well.
It's like bigoted. It's not necessarily racist. It's like funny because it's Japanese, and also funny because they're big fat guys.
Of course. Yeah.
So
and it's like mostly is it
white.
Mixed crowd or white devils?
White devils, 80-20 men.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes and asks this one lady, and she's like, I think just broke the tension.
Yeah.
She was like, so how do they get that big? Do they just like eat McDonald's, or like what's their diet? And the crowd, who are definitely racist, obviously so, flipped and were like, ooh, like why would she say that?
Or like ironically, they'd be
no, not ironically. They was like, ooh,
right.
They were like upset that she said that.
Okay, yeah, because it's ignorant. They don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah, it's ignorant. That was the whole thing. And she was blushing, and you could see her because she was on the floor. She was like,
oh, yeah.
I saw her boyfriend like 5 minutes later still like rubbing her back or like consoling her or something. It was the most embarrassing thing. Keeps going, and then later there's another... Also, there's this Australian guy also who's running around in the audience with a microphone.
Oh, that's nice.
But you can't really see him, and the only people he spoke to were hot babes.
Hell yes. This guy's sick.
He's the antithesis of Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He was like, he was the Sam Harris.
Yeah, that's
he was the Australian Sam Harris.
Beautiful. I love this guy. Interviewed just hot babes.
Yeah.
What were the babes saying? Were they having good questions for
He was geeing him up to ask like sexual questions, I swear to God. I swear to God. One of them, there was like this lady, she sounded like she would have been plastered as well. Like,
is everything big?
literally something like that. It was like, does everything like work?
Yeah.
And then Jordan Peterson would go around and translate the question to all of the sumo wrestlers, and they'd answer.
He literally goes up to him, he's like,
and then, so the crowd was racist, and then they all decided not to be for that question. And then the Australian MC dude walked to this lady, and I could see her. I couldn't really see the dude, but I could see her. And she was like a white lady with blonde hair.
Yeah.
And she was like grab the microphone, ask a question in perfect Japanese. And everyone around her went, everyone sighed at her.
Why?
Because they're a racist crowd. And they were showing their true colors again. It was just the most based environment to be in. Like, everyone was so willing to call out the elephant in the room at all times. They were like, no, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, that's one of the fighters, by the way. He called himself the elephant.
Yeah. What else? And then... Oh, yeah, towards the end as well, there was a intermission. Yeah, there was an intermission.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the host is just like, oh, hey, everyone, it's Scott. Big round of applause for Scott.
Who's Scott?
Me and Schmitty are like, who is Scott?
Yeah.
And it was the Australian dude that was like,
oh, the dude that was
going
doing
around.
that
But
the
it's
whole
like,
time.
how the fuck are we meant to know that this guy is Scott? We haven't been introduced to the main MC. We haven't been introduced to
They
Scott.
didn't introduce themselves.
No,
They
we
just
don't know
started.
who
It's
any
like,
of these people
guys,
are. Yeah.
Let's go.
With the house lights on, you just walk in and it's going. It's the weirdest environment. And then Scott is like clearly a cocaine addict. He must be like a weird like promoter or something.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like the typical idea of him being like the nephew of the owner of the company or something.
Yeah.
He's just a coke addict, and just the way he's like talking and everything, he's like real aggressive with it.
You're going to ask him about the penis, right?
Yeah.
Penis.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he's talking to the mic. I was talking to the mic. Hey.
Yeah.
So how big is it? What size are you? Is it blurry? Hey.
It was evident that they just came up with this on the spot, but when he came down to the stage, he's like, I wanted to tell you something. It's been a great show, and also I'm going to be going around and handing out wristbands to 7 people. And if you get the wristband, that means at the end you have to come down and you fight one of the sumo wrestlers.
This sounds like the greatest show of
He's
all
clearly
time.
He's clearly just a coke addict. Me and Schmitty are losing our shit.
Yeah.
And then he disappears, and then the MC disappears, and apparently it's just intermission. They didn't announce it or anything like that, but nothing's happening. There's nothing happening.
What are the wrestlers doing? What are the big boys doing?
They're sitting there. They're just sitting there on these chairs.
Oh, because they want to conserve their energy for their fight.
I don't know if they
40
want to or
seconds.
they have to. But so then comes back, there's another fight.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Dang.
Another 12-minute question break.
Dang, this is your third. This is probably like a minute and a half of fights or something. Under 2
In
minutes.
total, I would have seen less than 10 minutes of fighting. In a
Okay.
2-hour
Yeah.
event.
Dang.
And this was paramount.
Yeah.
This is the best part of the whole show. There was like a father and daughter. They must have been selected by, I don't know, one of the organizers or something to come down and ask a question. And the father is pushing the little girl along over to the stage. The MC, Jordan Peterson, runs off in his socks and he's like, tiddly tiddly. He's like, what's your name, little girl? She's like, Samantha.
Yeah.
Woo! Everyone's like clapping.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and do you have a question? And she goes, yeah. Can girls play sumo too? And Schmitty is sitting next to me. He starts pissing himself laughing. And I was like, what's funny? And he goes, they can't. So then Jordan Peterson has to explain to everyone that girls aren't allowed to do it.
Yes.
And he's getting booed by a theater. It's larger than a theater, bro. This is like
arena, like a Homebush or something like that.
It's like arena, but not around. It's like a quarter of an arena, if you can picture that.
What's the venue?
ICC Convention
ICC.
Center.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like getting booed essentially for being like, no, girls can't do sumo. They're not allowed to do sumo. Because everyone wanted it to just be like, of course, little girl, you can do anything you want. But no, you can't. You can't do this.
No one wants to see a fat chick.
Yeah, no one wants to see a fat chick.
No one.
No.
Literally.
Yeah.
No one would go. Sorry, women don't want to go to see that.
Yeah.
Dudes don't, women don't. It's not fun for anyone.
And then
You
it's
go
just
there, you
sad.
laugh
Imagine,
at-
imagine
laugh
being
at
like you're like a
dudes.
200-kilo woman.
Yes.
And then no one even shows up.
It's like I ate all this food.
Yeah.
I'm in training. No one's here.
Yeah.
Because the whole like, sumo wrestling outside of Japan, it's just funny. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to go laugh at some fat dudes.
Yeah.
No one's going to go watch and laugh at some fat chicks. There's nothing funny about that.
No.
Literally.
No, yeah. And yeah, so he's like, no, they can't. He gets booed. And then he goes, but actually, they're trying to get sumo into the, I think he said we're trying to get sumo into the Olympics. So I don't know how grassroots this is.
Yeah, yeah.
But he said, and in order for it to become an Olympic sport, women have to compete as well.
Wow.
But he said have to.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want that to be the case. He wasn't like, it'll be a cool opportunity for
Okay,
women.
yes,
He was
of
like, they'll
course.
have to.
Yeah.
For me to get the thing I want, which is men competing, we have to let women
Yeah,
play
we
our
gotta let
sport as
chicks.
well.
Guess we got to
Yeah.
let some chicks in if we want to bring it to the Olympics. That's nuts. Why can't
Yeah.
women do sumo?
I don't know. It's just not part of the. It's not part of the thing.
Is it
But
dangerous?
it was the funniest event. It was the funniest experience I've ever had.
Yeah, it sounds out of this world. Like,
I hope I'm doing a good job of explaining it.
how many fights were
10,
there?
10.
There were 10 fights.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other cool questions? Did anyone else?
There was none of the questions are cool. There was probably 5 people asked what your diet is in different ways.
Okay.
A lady, the energy just like died down the whole time as the event went on. It just died down more and more. An old lady asked, she was like, what's the trajectory? Oh, what's your plan after you give up on sumo wrestling and you retire?
Yeah.
Because she must be thinking about that. It must be
Yeah.
like a personal question.
It's a good
'Cause
question.
she sounds like she must be like 70 years old.
Yeah.
This lady. And she's like, what am I going to do? So she's like, I wonder what these sumo wrestlers do.
Yeah. Because I need to get some.
Do you know what I
ideas.
mean? The equivalent would be like, because it's so like to do with them. The
Yeah.
equivalent would be like us being in the audience and being like, yeah, what do you jerk off to?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. She needs.
Yeah.
She wants to know. Yeah, for her
Yeah.
to get some ideas.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dang, is that stuff legal? Okay, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
What did they say?
I don't even remember.
Right.
It was just the whole thing was like just crazy uninteresting. I literally filmed one of the
Oh,
fights.
yeah, did you get one of the fights?
Yeah, I did.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you after.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
But
I'm so curious at what it looks like.
looks like 2 fat guys fighting. Yeah, but so yeah, I don't want to make it sound crude, but basically it's kind of like 2 fat guys fighting in a circle, pushing each other around.
Imagine a Marion going there. Did you ever watch Fat Albert?
Yeah.
Remember the?
Oh no.
Oh, there's like a classic scene in the movie Fat Albert where a Marion, he's like, "Okay, fat man." Just kind of like I think he says something. He's cussing out Fat Albert in a perfect way until he just goes crazy and punches a Marion. It's a great scene. What are you gonna do, fat man? That's what I would have done. I would have tried to provoke the sumo wrestlers.
Yeah, it's the craziest event I've ever been to. And also I was thinking, I was like, yeah, these dudes are massive, because at the end Scott, the Australian guy, did bring in some people to like fight the sumo wrestlers.
Oh, how did that go?
They got wrecked. They got
Any big boys?
yeah, one of them was pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got picked up and like thrown out of the ring.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was filming and I filmed one of the fights and I
Yeah.
quickly realized that this isn't the show. This MC is the show.
okay, yep, of course.
And I just filmed him for like 10 minutes.
Oh, you filmed the MC?
This was great as well. I remember being like, this is insane, and it's insane to think anyone would take this super seriously.
Yeah.
And then I literally like looked to the left of me and the guy sitting next to me had binoculars. We weren't even sitting that far away. We were very close to the stage. You did not need binoculars.
Crazy.
I think he was fighting with his girlfriend too. Also, there was like a guy in front of us.
What? I want to see.
He was trying to get chants started as well. He was like, itchy, itchy. You know when you give up on a chant very quickly like that?
One dude trying to do it.
Yeah.
Sounds like literally a collection of the worst people on earth.
It was the craziest. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Because you'd think, I think, off the bat, what kind of people are going out to a sumo event? Like, what kind of walks of life would be like, that sounds like a good evening for me?
Yeah, that's why it was
Do you know what I mean? Like, no one.
The whole thing was so weird, man. I'm so glad I experienced it, and I'm really glad going with someone like Schmitty knows how weird that was.
Right. And he respects fighting as well. So he has a background in sumo. Like, he understands sumo wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's watched sumo a lot.
I don't know. I don't know even.
I think he probably has.
But the whole vibe was just like, yeah, I'm keen for some more fucking questions.
Yes. Dang.
Yeah, what do you guys eat?
Wait, so who were these, the fighters? We're talking about, so 2 Japanese dudes, 2, white people?
I think one of them was like Russian or something.
Right, big fat Russian guy.
Yeah.
And who was the other?
I don't know. Oh, Mongolian or something?
Mongolian.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think I could be a sumo.
They're massive.
Huge.
Yeah.
We're talking about 200 kilos. My heaviest...
Yeah.
Wait, 250?
260 was a big one, yeah.
260.
Yeah. What's your heaviest?
My heaviest has been 130. Dang, I feel crazy with that fat. I don't think I could gain another 70 kilos. That's nuts. I could probably get to 160. 160, I think I could probably get to.
Could you wear a diaper? Because you got to wear the diaper.
Did I see a penis? Did I see Johnson?
No. You barely, you don't have a penis at that size, do you?
Because I think they're not wearing like a G-string, aren't they? They're wearing like a shirt that's kind of wrapped.
Yeah,
They've
it's
got
like a
big
fabric.
batties.
It's a fabric thing, yeah.
Fabric
and
thing,
it's wrapped around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could maybe. I don't know. I think because the whole idea with like bodybuilding, right? You've got to wear like an actual G-string. Classic bodybuilding, you've got to wear like a legitimate G-string. Yeah. I don't know if sumo is, from what I've seen, in like on social media or something, it looks like they're wearing a lot of fabric.
Yeah, it's a fabric cloth that's wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd I have to do that?
Turns out I did just learn a lot.
Yeah, literally, you had like a great kind of night of learning about culture and a sport. Did they talk about the history of sumo?
Kind of. The MC did, but no one wanted to hear the MC.
Right. Oh, so they're kind of like, yeah, wrap it up. Let's keep going. Let's get back to the next fight.
No, he wanted to just keep talking. He was the star.
Right.
It's very weird. He also made a joke about them being fat and got booed.
Also, there's a
he just couldn't win, man. He made a joke about Vegemite. He was just so unlikable.
Right. So he's getting. This wasn't the first time he's getting booed. He's getting booed quite a bit at this event.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll show you the video after. But I was, moving on. I was thinking, it is funny watching that, and I was thinking about you can be so good at martial art, blah blah blah, which takes time. You know what will beat that every time is a gun.
Yep.
Maybe this is a played out idea, but I was really thinking about it. I was like, I can't imagine being in a ring with one of those guys unless I just have a gun.
Interesting.
And think about how hard it is to get good enough at martial arts to be able to hurt someone.
I would say though, living in Australia,
Yeah.
where you can't have a gun,
Yeah.
it does mean a lot to be big and powerful. I think if you're in Texas or something like that, there's no need to do martial arts. I think, I'm just assuming this, but I think the trends would probably show that people who are doing self-defense in like America or these legally carry states are going to be doing more gun training, going to shooting ranges, be able to like do self-defense with a weapon rather than like jiu-jitsu or sumo or any of that sort of stuff, because guns are in play now. It's like we're in a gunfight.
Yeah.
In the UK, they're in a knife fight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the video of them going to the chicken shop and literally, like, they're dueling. They're crossing swords like samurais.
Yeah, they're like
hilarious.
Yeah, like Star Wars.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Star Wars. And then Australia, it's more about throwing hands, being staunch.
Yeah.
I think you have to know how to throw hands. I don't think you just can't have a gun.
True.
So you can't really. You've got to learn how to fight, I think.
True.
In Australia.
Mm.
If you want to go do all that sort of stuff, go to Texas. Be like a rootin' tootin' gunslinger.
Would you want a gun? Say you got a family one day.
Yeah.
Do you just want a Magnum in your drawer? Pause.
Yeah.
Do you just want a Glock on standby?
I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
My grandfather may have had a gun, hypothetically.
Yeah.
I remember that was the sickest thing on earth.
Shotgun,
Shotgun,
hypothetically.
hypothetically.
Did you ever get to hold it, hypothetically?
You got it out once. Pause.
Yeah. Did he let you touch it?
I think you let me. I used to do shooting. I actually used to do clay pigeon shooting.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Me, my mum and my brother were part of a gun club. I never was, but I did clay pigeon shooting a lot. I don't think that was with actual bullets. I don't even really know.
Yeah.
But I think I got to hold it.
Rubber bullets or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But I know he had a shotgun. I think I got to hold it. Pause.
Yeah.
Remember he shot a snake with it, which was really sick.
Shooting a snake with it is crazy.
So cool.
Shooting a snake with a shotgun,
Sick.
they were not designed for that.
I think they may have been.
No, they were designed for
Intruders.
Native Americans.
Yeah, I think growing up...
Because we were talking about The Revenant earlier. That's why I said that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about The Revenant, definitely.
Yeah, but you got to shoot it.
The idea of...
I want to hold a gun. I want to shoot.
Yeah, I knew there was a gun on the premises.
Yeah.
And it made me feel safe. I knew, because I lived like in a farm with grandparents there.
Yeah.
I knew my grandpa had a gun.
Yeah.
And I knew that was like, if something bad happens, we're like isolated in the middle of nowhere. If someone came onto the property,
Yeah.
there's a man with a gun. So you're good. I think it's a nice feeling.
Did you ever think, oh no, what if Gramps turns on me? Did you ever think maybe I'm the one that needs the gun?
I trusted him. It's the whole idea. You want a man, you want the father, the leader of the household to have a gun. There's something kind of beautiful about that.
Yeah.
But I think a sword is just as good. Again, my dad used to sleep with a machete under the bed. Classically. That was one of his classic things.
Yeah.
He had a machete at all times.
Yeah.
Under his bed.
That's...
You got to be ready. He's more in that British sort of thing.
I want like a comical kind of weapon, like a sledgehammer. I want a sledgehammer
Sticks
or like a heavy.
Donatello had.
Yeah, I want like a heavy chain to just start swinging around.
Does it have nunchucks?
Yeah.
I think I got nunchucks. My brother was really into weapons.
No, but see that we talk about all this, and then it just loops back around to the sickest one.
Yeah.
Is literally just a pistol,
A pistol.
just a handgun. Just bang, open the drawer.
You got that thing on you. Would you want a thing? How would you feel? Like, you have a family and stuff like that. If you could, would you be a rootin' tootin' gunslinger?
I guess the ideal is probably you're like this divorced man wearing a wife beater,
Yes.
and your furniture is like a camp chair
Yeah.
and maybe a Yui boom.
Mattress on the floor.
Mattress on the floor. Yeah, just a pistol, loaded pistol
Yeah.
next to you.
Yes.
That's the vibe. With a family, you don't want it with a family because it's self-defeating. Because if you've got kids around, you can't have it loaded. But
it's
the
hard
time
for kids to understand guns.
the time that it would take to load it, yeah, it's got to be in a lockbox or something like this.
Kids can't understand how to shoot a gun.
You want to be fast and loose. It's like a cigarette. There's a cigarette and a lighter. They just go together. You don't want it like in a lockbox or whatever. You just want to smoke it.
I think you can keep it out. This is, I don't know again, we're in Australia.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should have a lockbox for a gun. Kids aren't going to figure it out. They're going to be like Casey Affleck in, what's it called? Manchester by the Sea.
No, Lil Wayne shot himself.
That's true.
And it cured his racism. Is that the story? He thinks
It did,
racism
yeah,
doesn't
and a police
exist?
officer saved him.
A white guy saved him.
Maybe it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I know in Manchester by the Sea, Casey Affleck tried to kill himself. Didn't work. Imagine how embarrassing that is.
Yeah.
Stealing the police officer's gun, trying to kill yourself doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're, number
Or what,
one,
it just clicks?
yeah. He's like, number one, you're not a man because you tried to kill yourself. Number two, you're not a man because you don't know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
Number three, you're getting restrained by police officers who are more manly than you.
Yeah.
It's not a good move. Lil Wayne at least knew how to, like, it worked.
I got something a bit manly.
You got something.
I don't know if it's manly.
Yeah.
I've never tried pre-workout before. I tried some the other day.
How was it?
It's insane. You just go so hard.
Yeah. Pause.
Do you use it?
I used it once or twice. I remember I had the best workout of my life when I used it.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this
I was
is a little
pumped.
bit too good.
I was literally like, let's say I was doing like a curl or something like that, a movement and a weight that I could only hit 10 reps. I was doing like 25 reps of it.
Yeah.
I was like with a friend and I was like, It was, and then every single machine that I went on, I was like doubling the amount of reps I could do.
Yeah.
It was, how did you find it? What were you training with it?
I was doing like calisthenics, but like a superset.
Yeah.
I didn't stop in between any of them. I just went back and forth, like just from one thing to the next.
Yeah.
And then I was like standing there like.
What exercise are we talking about? Like what is in this circuit?
Skipping, plank, push up,
Dang.
squat, crunch.
And you're just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just went through the circuit 3 times.
Yeah.
Just no break in between it at all. No, I don't know. Surely that can't be good for you, right?
What's the Ben Caution joke?
Yeah.
I saw on Instagram where it's like, I go to the park and I feed the birds pre-workout.
And then he said next time he goes back, the birds are big. They're feeding him. There you go.
He's putting out some funny material on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, we love that boy.
Yeah, we love that boy.
Yeah, what else did you have here? You got a little Drake?
Oh, I got 2 things for you.
Yeah, please. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah.
So there's a character, people probably know this guy. Have you heard of Drew Walls before?
Is it fake Drake?
No.
Oh, no, I don't know Drew Wall.
This is a guy who, I think he invented this thing. Like, vloggers have done very similar stuff in the past, but it's a form of video, is like an Instagram short or a TikTok of like a day in your life doing stuff. Yeah. I don't know if he originated this thing. Maybe it's happened before. This has been known as like a Drew Walls.
Yeah.
Blew up on Twitter. People hate this thing.
Yeah.
They think it's obnoxious. It's sad. Oh, that piece wasn't good, was it?
No, I'm just joking a little bit.
Oh, choking.
Please go on.
Oh, dang up, boys. Oh, you got that wanger on you. People think, because the idea he's getting a tripod. I'm going to show you the video. Yep. He's setting up a tripod. He's doing like a day in his life.
Yep.
This is his famous video.
All right.
What happens is when you actually think about what's just going on.
So we're watching a guy do a day in the life, essentially.
Yes.
A short video of him putting on clothes and going to the shopping center.
Goes to Target,
Yep.
gets groceries, comes home.
Yep.
First watch, you're like, oh, this is nothing. It's kind of an easy watch. When you think about what just happened,
Yeah.
each time you watch it, it becomes kind of more sinister, more devious, more scary. It's kind of like a slow burn.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, we're gonna watch it for a second time.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on it straight away?
I was thinking about the fact that he's had to set up a tripod every time.
Yes. I think that's kind of one of the main ones.
Which is nuts. Like, it just showed footage of him parking in a car park.
Yes. Yeah. Him.
Is that the angle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a footage of him getting into a lift.
Yeah.
There's an idea. He sets up a tripod, presses for the lift, walks in, gets into the lift, doors close. For that shot, he has to then open up the lift, get out, get the tripod, then go back into the lift and then go.
Yeah, this video would have taken 3 weeks to shoot.
It's a crazy thing to like happen. This guy got absolutely like destroyed on Twitter. Flamed up. He's kind of became public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
People hated him. People kind of like were obsessed with hating him. Mm-hmm. And it's this whole idea. New Drew Walls dropped. It was like trending. People
Yeah.
are obsessed with this guy. He ended up getting like a sponsorship from actually, there's another video. He's done like a few of these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find the second one. The second one is of him? Is this the right one?
Yeah, it's fabricated. This isn't his real day in the life.
Yeah, or even if it is, that one in particular, the thing that people really hated was watching him watch a rap music video
and
then kind of do gun
Yeah.
fingers to the video. Again, there's a tripod set up.
yeah.
There's the idea that this is the fall of humanity. This may be the worst thing to ever exist, ever.
Yeah.
Because again, this whole idea, the more you watch it, the more you think about it. What is this achieving?
This is
What's going on?
No, this is a selfie that's meant to look candid that is motion.
Yeah.
This is a movie selfie.
Yes.
That's what is going on. This is like being like, I guess the idea of like, I'm going to set up the camera on like a time loop or something.
Yep.
And put that down as I do my workout.
Okay.
That's a little bit more obvious.
Oh, is
'cause
this a little close to home? Do you think you could potentially go down the Drew Walls path?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm planning on
So I
it.
was going to
actually.
say, you don't really come across with hate.
No, I was going to say.
You're like, oh, it's interesting.
No. What I'm saying is like, that's one thing. Setting that down because you're saying, "Hey, I'm shooting this thing," and me putting it down is part of it. And now we're going to do the workout. None of that is fabricated.
Yes.
It's cringy because it's captured, and you want it to be captured.
Yeah.
This is he wants it to be captured. It's fabricated. It's
Right.
fake. He's making a fake thing.
It's also, in the first video,
Yeah.
he's going to Target. He's going to the shops. He got dishwashing liquid, and I think he just got some groceries, and he went home.
Yeah.
What is that video?
It's all.
What is it?
It's a day in the life.
He took a shower
Yeah.
to go to Target, then come home.
Yeah.
And then he spent the whole day kind of setting up this tripod to capture him walking down the aisles.
You
of
know
the
where it's going to
grocery
get
store.
crazy?
Yeah.
Is where there's a tripod recording him, setting up a tripod, and doing the scene, and then the next shot will be him editing the video.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to get nuts.
That's going to get scary.
Yeah, do I hate it? How do I feel about it? Yeah, obviously. I hate it. This is a crazy thing.
Okay.
This is a crazy thing to
It's
do.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think, most people seem to... I'm like just in shock. I can't stop watching it.
It's nice that people are hating on it, though.
Yeah. It's hateable. It's like, I think what it is, probably not the first time it's come around, but this is like hate content. He's setting this up because he knows it's not really... It's going to generate hate.
It's not right.
It's going to generate controversy.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because it's cringy, it's corny. There's no one that watches that, and the takeaway is that was good. That was like a good piece of entertainment that I just took in. This is like hate content. This is literally content set up so it's going to like infuriate people. That's literally, and he's playing it so straight.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these guys where it becomes very confusing. Like, how aware are they of what's going on?
Yeah, it's weird.
There's another guy as well.
Yeah,
I want to show you.
what's the other one you have?
But what happened with this? So this dude ended up getting a sponsorship from I think the NFL or something like that for like betting,
Right.
and he blew up. So he's like getting paid. He's getting like
This guy?
sponsored. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the whole idea that he's been hate watched into a career out of this.
Yeah.
What also happened? Our boy,
The Drizman.
the Drizman,
Yeah.
got on the style. Also
Drizzy
with
Drake.
his- Drizzy Drake. I've got nothing else for his name. But yeah, he basically gets on the wave. With a similar video.
So this is Drake. pouring himself a drink, clearly like with a tripod. All right. You're going to have to give some context to this.
A bit of context. So, yeah, the Drisman is sitting by the fireplace, watching the fire. He's got like he's got the tripod set up in the fire. He's in his pool. He's flashing off his home. Okay, he's in like a robe. What's he doing? He's walking into some sort of room. Okay, he's in an ice bath. I think this is all in his home as well, which is a nice little flex. And then now he's getting into a private lift, which is good. The boys just had a shower, get the robe on.
Is this the whole point of this, is just to flex what's going on? Maybe it's a nice thing because it gives something people can aspire to, this nice way of living.
Maybe, I guess it's luxury or something like that. He's doing like a face routine. Usually Drew Walls will always show himself showering and doing like a quick sort of like skincare routine. And then our boy's putting on his do-rag.
Seems
walking past
weird.
his fireplace.
Yeah.
He's lighting 2 candles, which I thought was very nice.
Yeah.
And he's got his do-rag on and he's hopping into bed. He looks like he's getting cozy.
Yeah, he does look
Looks
cozy.
like he's getting real cozy. Dang. After a long day,
He didn't even do anything. He woke up.
Yeah.
He woke up, made himself a drink, had an ice bath, and now he's gone back to bed. Which is actually kind of the ultimate life.
Literally.
Yeah.
But what's happening? There's a new thing going on. There's
Yeah.
different things going on. This is the new one. This whole like day in my life, these shorts of kind of like nothingness.
Yeah.
I think there's something maybe beautiful, something kind of relaxing about it. What are your thoughts on the Drisman? What's his angle here?
I think it's just vapid. I think it's literally you just meant to look at it and it's a perfect content. It's just there's nothing to it.
Right. Is that kind of what we're needing right now? There's so much going on in the world that we just need to have a bit of nothingness.
Yeah, maybe it's the whole Charlemagne the God idea of like it's good that Trump got elected.
Yeah.
Because then everyone can be like, yo, we got to do something.
True. And what? It's like it's good that these people are popping off.
This content is so bad that people are like, oh my God, maybe Instagram isn't good for us. Maybe X isn't good for us.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are they going against like the Zuck? Are they going up against the machine being like, okay, well, if we make our videos and our content so inane, people are going to be forced off?
But it works though.
I guess
the proof is in the pudding. It does work.
People, I think, are just taking it in. Another guy I like to religiously watch is a guy called Tony P, who does like a day in his life. This, again, I can't really tell where the line is between like parody and being self-aware. I'm seeing this idea pop up more and more. So Tony Pin, DC, Tony Polcari, here we go. So he has like a week in his life sort of video.
Mm-hmm.
As a bachelor. This is the thing, I can't really understand.
As a bachelor, that's his...
I can't really understand his angle too much.
Weekend in my life as a 25-year-old bachelor in DC. On Friday night, I had a date at the Round Robin Bar where we had some drinks and dessert before I headed back to the house to watch Friends on Nick at Night before bed. On Saturday, I went to Capital
he's taking the piss,
Arena
right?
to catch an afternoon hockey game with a friend of mine where we saw the hometown Capitals take on the New York Rangers. Thanks to my friends at
He plays it so straight every single
we had
video.
the opportunity to watch the thrilling action from a great vantage point over the ice and enjoy some incredible food in the suite as well. On a more comical note, I was invited to participate in some musical chairs on the ice during the second intermission, where let's just say I'll be working to improve my speed and agility in the gym this week. In the end, though, the hometown team pulled out an important victory with a late third period.
This is just everyday sort of content.
Taffer's Tavern and Free State, where we discussed the day's events and I enjoyed some wholesome conversation over a couple of soft drinks. On Sunday, I started off.
Oh, I know what's up. He's a Christian.
Maybe.
He's a Christian. That's what's up.
Maybe. He doesn't talk about
There
his
was
faith.
footage of him on the date. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, he doesn't. Everything's recorded. It's the whole like Drew Walls thing. There's a tripod there at all times. This guy plays it maybe just as straight as Drew Walls does. These dudes don't have any sort of. They're not breaking character at all. They're holding it through. It's taking it very seriously. I've got my tripod here. Again, with that Drew Walls video, he goes to the cash register, puts his stuff in,
It's gone to
gets in the
so much
trolley,
effort, yeah.
and he starts leaving.
This one's a little bit better because it's like I'm going to film as I'm experiencing it.
Yes.
And I'm going to do the commentary after.
Yeah. Similar content where it's just really mundane, sort of inane stuff.
Yeah.
This guy, again, every single video is just the same. Plays it very, very straight. Again, when I started watching, I was like, oh, it's obviously kind of like a parody. This guy's like a comedian.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
I thought it was
unless he's just playing it really, really straight.
Mm.
But there's a new world, there's a new thing going on right now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Have you been getting around the SpongeBob raps? Have you seen this?
Yes.
You would have seen the reels.
I would have.
Have you seen one of the full videos?
Is he doing...
I'll show you after the pod. It's...
Maybe I don't know what it is. Is it just some SpongeBob doing classic songs?
No.
Oh, no, I haven't seen this. No.
No, this is original. Oh, maybe we...
Let's get it up. What's he...
So type in Glorb. Glorb.
Glorb. I don't know what this is.
Oh, no, that's
Glorb.
right. I did send you and Big some.
Did you?
The bottom two. Yeah, click on that one.
Glorb Kill Cam?
Up.
This one, Eugene.
No, the bottom.
Oh, the bottom two.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen this.
Maybe skip into it just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's
SpongeBob.
just sick. It's actually...
Oh, okay, so these are like original songs. Glorb is the dude that's doing... I'm literally going to subscribe to this. Okay, no, this is just good.
It's absolutely
This is
insane.
just great.
And the whole thing people are talking about with this is the best use of AI so far.
That's a phenomenal.
Because the voices sound amazing. Even the film clip is sick. The songwriting
flow,
is
the flow.
insane. Yeah.
The flows.
Well, actually, yeah, and it goes deep. Like after you get into the comments and stuff, people are... Because it's pretty much like... It's like... a battle between Plankton.
Oh, okay.
They call him Dankton.
Right. Yeah.
And Mr. Swags. And everyone says that Plankton and Squidward are the best rappers, which is crazy because this is just a dude writing these songs, right?
Dang. Do you think it's just one dude? Or
I don't
probably like a
know.
team?
I don't know. Well, that's the other thing. People are like, this has got to be like a weird industry plant. This has got to be like real rappers.
Yeah, this has got to be like
There's
a
no
great
way these
songwriter.
beats can be that good.
Yes.
And the raps.
The songwriting. I can remember it. Meow, 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 dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
meow, meow,
Yeah.
meow. That's catchy as anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane, but I've been big on this to a point where it's like annoying. Like, yeah.
You just watch and you just...
I'm listening to it at the gym.
Are you
Listening to
kidding?
it at work. Because it's on Spotify as well. Once I
It's on
found out it was on
Spotify.
Spotify, it was
Oh,
over.
it's a
It
wrap.
was all over, yeah.
That was a really good song.
Well, that's probably... This is... Yeah, the whole content thing is getting crazy. If this is what I need... I'm listening to 21 Savage and this.
Not ironically.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's not like I'm doing this and laughing. I'm
Yeah.
just listening to this because it's good.
What's
I'm
that-
not even laughing either.
Well,
you don't even laugh listening to this. You're like, this is just impressive.
Oh, 6ix9ine just put out... First two songs on that album
Yep.
are sick.
Yes.
I listened to them maybe 5 times each.
Yep.
And then now this is better than 6ix9ine. This is what I'm listening to at the
100%.
gym.
I
Taking
listened to the 6ix9ine
pre-workout.
album as well.
Yeah.
It got a bit average. He started doing weird stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it fell off.
I'm at the gym, take some pre-workout,
Yep.
put on some Glorb. I'm listening to SpongeBob rap to me with some of the hardest bars you've ever heard.
And like, not even as a funny thing, because this may have happened like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And it would have just been kind of corny, a bit silly. It's like this guy's trying to get some chuckles. Again, this dude's playing it straight. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to use the SpongeBob universe, and I'm just going to come with, like, coming to proper.
But why does it have to stay there? Do you know what I mean? He could do like
Harry
Fairly
Potter.
Odd Parents.
Yeah.
You could do and there's like epic rap battles of history or whatever.
Yes.
That shit's corny.
Yes, it's crazy.
This is like this is exactly what
It
it
was
is.
also meant to be funny. Epic rap battles of history was meant to be like a comedy thing. This isn't funny. This isn't funny. There's nothing funny about it. It's just kind of cool, and you want to laugh. You want to.
It is in the way that when you see a video of like a 5-year-old playing guitar, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be this cute thing, and then they rip on the guitar like a little bit too hard.
True. Yeah.
And it's like, it's kind of funny because it's so overwhelmingly good.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
the
you got a
situation.
point.
Yeah.
When SpongeBob came with those flows,
Yeah.
I started to smile because I was like, this is just really, really good.
I'll show you Squidward's verse on this song afterwards.
Okay.
It's oh no, I'll show you. Yeah,
Yeah.
give it a go after. Yeah, but what else is going on?
Oh, what else is going on in the world? I guess what's your take on talking on the can?
Phone call on the can.
Yeah, I hit you with because I got to admit I hit you with one of those today.
Was that today?
Yeah, today. You called me up and I was on the can.
Really?
I literally was like, I don't usually do this. I'm giving it a go, but I wanted to kind of wrap up the conversation.
I'm glad that you trust me enough that you wanted to do that
Legitimately.
for me.
Yeah.
You know, that's nice.
But what is your kind of... Do you have sort of a line when it comes to phone conversations on the can?
It is.
I don't want to talk for a while.
It is funny when people just go for the because the bathroom is like tiled.
Yes. Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, you can hear the echo,
Yes.
and then you just hear like it, like someone just chucking a pierce.
Yeah. Oh,
this
yeah,
echo
yeah.
room. Yes, but no, but what's going on with you? Like it's so obvious every time.
Did you have any hints? Did
No.
I give anything
you
away?
gave
I played it
nothing away.
cool. I
You gave
played it
nothing
very
away,
cool.
yeah.
That's the problem. I think if you're doing the yeah, so I'll because you hear the splash, you hear like someone rip a toot out.
Yeah.
That's where it gets a bit weird.
Get out of me.
That's where it becomes a bit strange. But are you fine to take conversations? Have we had a conversation before when you're on the can that I may not have known?
Oh, you video called me once.
Did I?
Yeah, and I think I answered in the shower.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
that was
fun.
funny.
Yeah.
That was like a whole thing. This is more. It's like I got to drop a doo, but I want to make a phone call, or even like
I don't think you have to give warning, but you also should not have told me that you did that.
really.
Yeah, you should have just. That should have been your dirty little secret.
It is a bit of a dirty secret, literally.
Yeah, that's disgusting. The more I think about it, the more I hate it.
Yeah. I know, because you're particular with this sort of stuff. You don't usually like this sort of stuff. Have you indulged in it at all in the past?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you have.
Yeah, recently, but I think I gave fair warning.
How?
I think someone rang me. I think Harry rang me, and he's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "I'm taking a shit. What are you doing?"
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to give a warning.
You don't.
Well, you should. It's expected. You should kind of
No.
let them know.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a weird one. I feel if you're getting very comfortable and it's like, hey, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
What's been happening, though? What's chilling? I got some time to talk. I'm going to be here a while.
Taking dookies at restaurants.
I take dookies everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
I like taking a dookie at restaurants.
Yeah.
If I got to go, I got to go. I got no problems. Are you taking dookies at restaurants?
Yeah, but it's a funny one to do. Like, do a dookie at a restaurant. Like, if you're on a date or something, do a dookie at a restaurant, come back to the meal.
Smart move. Be
And
like,
you
"Sorry,
come
I gotta
back
make a
to the
phone
meal
call."
halfway through a meal.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I got to make a phone call. I got business.
But you don't even do that at home. If you're at home, you finish the meal and then you go
That's true.
to... You never halfway through a home-cooked meal and go, I'm going to go take a shit and then come back. For some reason, being at a restaurant, you kind of need to sometimes.
But is it the whole idea that when you go home with this person, you don't want to take the doo-doo when you're home? So it's like, I got to take it out. I'm not going to take it when we finish the meal because it's too obvious.
Maybe.
It's the whole idea that I'm not going to be taking a doo-doo right now. Do you let them know you're doing a doo-doo, or it's like, hey, I just got to go?
This is a good one. Yeah, took the girl to a pizza place.
Nice.
I was very excited. I've seen
Yeah.
this place so many
Oh
times.
yes. What's it called?
Get there, and it was...
What's his name?
Dude, when I order a pizza, I don't even get vegetables on the pizza. Meat lovers guy.
You like your meat?
Pepperoni. I'll get a pepperoni.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like the meats.
You want that meat?
No veggies on a pizza. If I'm going bad and getting a pizza, I'm going all the way bad.
Yeah. You
I'm gonna
sit
lie to
down and you're
myself.
like, hey, give me that meat.
Pause.
I want that meat.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, I get there and it was
You see an
like a
that
vegan
Italian
place.
man here. Oh, a vegan pizza place.
I didn't realize until we were there, and I just didn't even attempt to hide that I was upset. I was
You
being a
want that
brat.
meat? You
I was
want that
being,
meat?
huh?
You want that meat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like clearly upset about it. It's just fun.
How did you go? Did they have any fake meat?
No.
Boys?
Oh, I don't know. No. It was decent though. Yeah.
And what, you took a doo-doo there?
No.
Oh, you didn't take a doo-doo there.
No. Yeah, that's a nice little dead end. That's good fun. Let's see what else I got in my bag of tricks.
Oh, dang.
No,
No, but I'm liking the whole idea of doo-dooing, because I'm a big doo-doo in publica. I'm happy to put the toilet paper down. Give me anywhere. I got no problems. I feel there's a sense of like being like Bear Grylls, or being a man who can kind of live anywhere. Someone on the go should always be using a public toilet. The whole idea of someone who isn't going to like be locked down and they're always on the move.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to end up taking a doo-doo.
One of my best mates from school, Lockie,
Yeah.
would walk home if he needed to take a shit.
There are so many people like that.
But bro, it'd take him 40 minutes to walk home.
Dang.
He did not live close.
And what, he just couldn't go back to school that day because of how long it took?
I don't even know, but just like the inkling of like if I feel a shit coming, I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
But like he would begin to feel it and then go, "Oh no." Do you know what I mean? And then they have to make a pilgrimage every step of the way, just going, "Oh no." Yeah.
And what would happen? The teachers are just like, yeah, go.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But he had to walk 40 minutes.
I gotta find out about that. I gotta ask him what's up with that.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Dang, because I know, like, I have a friend as well who can't take a doo-doo out in public. Has to use, like, a home toilet.
What is that? Is it just cleanliness or something? It is.
I
It
think
is
so.
chat. You put your booty cheeks down.
But you put toilet paper down. Put some paper
I'm not
down.
doing that.
You're not doing the paper.
Again, it's like the pizza thing. If I'm going gross, I'm going all the way gross.
But it's, in all honesty, you put that toilet paper down
Yep.
if it's looking a bit icky. You're feeling good. It's actually a really nice sensation.
I'm doing the wipe. I'm wiping the seat.
Yeah, okay, doing the wipe at the sink.
Yeah, big time wipe. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make sure there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You got to pick the right toilet as well, one
Yeah.
that doesn't have too much doo-doo all around the inside. Dang,
Shopping centers are the worst ones for some reason.
shopping centers.
Going to a shopping center, the toilets are always the worst. For some reason, the design of the toilet is really like rigid,
Yeah,
and they're just coated in shit. It's a bad one.
Yeah, because the whole
Just-
idea,
yeah.
it's like, I'm going to save this one for a public toilet. It's like, I'm not bringing this one home with
Yeah.
me. I'm saving this one for when I'm out.
Yeah.
The whole idea, if you're having Indian food and you've gone nuts,
Yeah.
or if you're having like flaming hot Cheetos, Mexican food, those doo-doos that like surprise you,
Yeah.
go do that in public.
Do you ever let it brew a little bit?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, I could go now, but if I let it brew,
100%.
it's gonna feel
It's gonna feel
amazing.
so good.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel so good when this thing comes out. Same
Yeah.
thing with hunger.
Yeah.
I like to hold it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Pause.
Yeah.
I literally, and then you build it up, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be a great one. You just
Yeah.
gotta stew.
Yeah. Say you come up to your house and you got to drop some stuff off,
Yeah.
and you got to go down to the convenience store.
Yeah.
But you really need to go to the bathroom. Are you gonna go to the convenience store first?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the uncomfortability.
100%.
But you gotta watch out if you hold it too long.
Yeah.
Loses its integrity.
Sometimes, what do you mean? It just literally
Goes swampy.
because there's three things, maybe four things. Okay, so there are things that you can really hold off and it's really enjoyable.
Yep.
Okay, number one, food.
Yep.
The whole idea. Let's say I haven't eaten in 3 hours. I could eat now. I could wait another 2 hours and really enjoy the meal.
True.
That's one. Number two, you've got doo-doos, right?
Yep.
I could go now, or I could go to do some grocery shopping, come home, put it away, get like a good nasty like bowl filler.
PP doesn't feel better if you hold it. You don't want to hold PP
You
too
don't want to
long.
hold. It's like let it go. I've got nothing to prove. You want to make it a bit of a time.
Yeah.
Number 3 is
Nut.
That's a good one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hold it up a few days, that nut you bust. Yeah. Number 4, sleeping. It's the whole idea of if you've even me today, I've had probably 7 hours last night. I'm gonna have a good sleep tonight.
Yep.
Because I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Last one is shower. If you haven't showered in a while and you get a good shower in when you're feeling really dirty,
Yeah.
the whole idea of soaping your body and everything like that feels so nice. Even just the water coming down you, you're like, oh, I needed this.
Sometimes you get dirty to the point that it's almost better than being clean.
What's that one?
Like if you work out or you're really sweating,
Yes.
it's like, can't wait to be clean, can't wait to be clean.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of in that position where I could get clean and I'm like,
I'm going to be a dirty boy.
I'm going to be a dirty boy. This is me now. I'm not going to shave today. I'm going to wash my hair.
It's kind of nice being a dirty boy. I'm a dirty boy a lot. Again, we're in summer in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
I can't shower in the morning because I sweat too much throughout the day.
You can't do the double dutch? You can't go...
I can't double dutch it anymore. Because what happens... Also, I'm running too late. Number one, I'm running too late. I never have time to have a shower. Also, if I shower, I sweat so much because my body's so warm. Even if I have the cold shower to finish it.
Yep.
I'm hot, I'm riled up, and I'll be sweating, and I'll be kind of just sweaty the whole day. Or at least for the morning. So I'll just hit myself with the wet ones, not shower.
You know what it is at night time? It's like, I'm so comfortable now.
Yeah.
I haven't brushed my teeth or showered yet before bed.
Yes.
They're my 2 hurdles before I go to bed.
Yeah.
But I'm already so comfy. If I do either of those things right now, it's going to make me less comfy than I would be.
100%.
Just being this, filthy animal. Just let me collapse into that.
Do you know what I do? Whenever I go to a hotel,
Yeah.
I'm not showering when I get there.
Yeah,
I'm having a
just hopping
disgusting
straight
night.
into
I'm getting straight into those sheets, booty butt naked.
Yeah.
I'm not showering.
Spaffing straight on.
I'm going to spaff all over myself, turn over, and just wipe it off in the sheets. Smells like it's literally like a swimming pool.
I'm going to scratch
You know,
my
I mean-
butt. Just wipe
The
it.
pillowcase,
Yeah.
and you just throw the pillow
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You want to be a
I'm going to
dirty
hold up
boy.
the phone and cough into the receiver.
I'll just wet myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm just going to wet myself. I'm going to wet the bed.
I'm going
Their
to hop
problem.
I'm going to hop in the spa bath.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'm just going to put, what you do is put a towel down. Just go on the towel.
Did you ever
On the
pee in
floor.
the bath when you were younger?
What do you mean?
I mean what I said.
I always pee in the bath.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
You pee in the bath?
When you're having a shower?
No, when you're having a bath.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, as a kid.
maybe
As a
I
kid.
did. Maybe I did. Yeah, because you don't understand it's dirty.
No, you just go, it's warm and yellow.
Yeah. And it looks funny.
Yeah.
What you do would be like a rainbow, like a waterfall sort of thing. It's just funny.
Wait, is kid pee even yellow?
I think so.
I feel like
I remember
it's
it
clear
being
because
yellow.
you're not having sugar or whatever.
No, it's only clear if you're drinking a crazy amount of water.
Yeah, kids that don't have coffee, they don't have sugar, they're just having water.
They're not having enough. Pee should be. What do they say? It's like a really light yellow. There should be some yellowness to it.
Do you
It
ever have,
shouldn't be clear. It's unhealthy. That's my problem. I love drinking,
yeah,
and I usually have clear pee.
yeah,
I gotta stop that. I gotta hold off. I've finished almost a 1.2 liter thing of water
yeah,
just because it tastes so good.
yeah.
I love myself some water.
Wait, you have to drink less water because you want your pee to be more yellow.
Yeah, it needs to get some color to it.
Why?
It's unhealthy to have clear pee. It's really bad for you. I think it's flushing out your system too much. It can make you lightheaded. There's a lot of negative health things associated with drinking too much water. Too much water. You can die if you drink too much water. There's kids that die at swimming carnivals because they scull 2 Powerades and they drown themselves to death.
Drink just enough water. Podcast. Should we wrap it there?
The name of the episode. Anything else you want to touch on?
Nah.
Yeah,
HBU.
we're good. Dace?
I'm all G for this week.
I'm all good for this drink just enough water podcast.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, ladies and
Good night,
gentlemen, from
everyone.
the Sausage Boys.
Yow!
Ow, chicka, wow, wow.